So today I was wanting to discuss the different motivations that people carry in their packs and everyday carry. So like Dave Canterbury, he carries the 5 C's of survivability. He uses this as what's hard to reproduce in the woods, what is the basics of all carry. His 5 C's consist of a cutting tool, a combustion device, a container, a cover, and cordage. He also goes on and talks about extending that and going into the 10 C's, which is an extension of the 5 C's. He talks about the 5 C's so heavily because they are hard to reproduce in the woods, and they take the most energy to reproduce in the woods, like your cutting tool. For instance, you'd have to flint knap or find a sharp rock or whatever you need to do to make a cutting tool, and it's not very effective. So getting a real good knife is what he talks about, and it doesn't even have to be really good. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it, because you can get old hickory butcher knives for fairly inexpensive, and they work phenomenally. Combustion device, you can make a bow drill set. With me, I can do it, but it sucks. It takes up too much time, and I would rather have a lighter or a ferrocerium rod to be able to light my fires for me, because they don't take any time. And if I need to be in a survival situation, I would just assume have that quick, so I know that I can get warm or whatever I need to do, because certain situations like this time of year, if something were to happen to me while I'm on my way to work, I will still be able to get warm. And being this time of year, there's a whole lot of snow on the ground, and it's going to be hard enough for me to find fire, and not a whole lot of wood to make a bow drill set or whatsoever. Cover element, you can find caves, you can find certain things, you can build your own shelter. It just takes a lot of time. That I don't mind doing, it just takes a lot of time, and there's a lot of people who talk about building shelters, and we will also go through that in future videos. Container, those are one of the hardest things to manufacture out in the woods. Unless you're going to burn a bowl or something like that, it's going to be difficult. Carve a Cusca, carve a bowl, carve whatever you need to do. It doesn't take very much to carry a Ziploc bag with you, or a water bottle, or a canteen, or even throw a camelback on your back to carry water with you. Always carry water with me. Another person is Sooch. Huge fan of him. As long as as with Dave Canterbury, huge fan of these guys. Sooch also has a channel called The Sensible Prepper. He talks about the rules of 3. 3 seconds without hope, 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Back to the fire thing, what I was talking about earlier, I kind of believe in what he's talking about. If I don't have fire, I don't have hope. And 3 seconds without hope. If I can if I can see fire, there's hope, and I can strike a lighter, and I've got hope if I'm out in the woods and something happened. That's a stress reliever. Fire, if you actually, we've always looked into fire, and it kind of calms you down. It's kind of mystical and hypnotizing at the same time, but it is a hope factor. There's a lot of people out here like doing bow drill sets and that type of thing, and I can do them. I don't like it. Takes up too much time. But a lighter, 3 seconds, if I'm over my 3 seconds, according to what Sooch says, I'm having a hard time. I'm going to be stressed out even more. I can't get a fire, I can't get warm, and the snow on the ground right now is just ridiculous. So it's going to be hard enough. But besides that point, a lot of times what I carry for my EDC. Carry a knife with me at all times, carry my firearms with me at all times, 1 to 2, depending on where I'm going, the time of day, what I'm doing, that type of thing. And I'll carry a small pack with me, whether it be like a small messenger bag, and most people would look at me and call it a man purse. I don't normally try to carry that. I try to carry everything in my pockets. So I can carry a hank of cordage in my pockets. I can carry my lighter in my pocket. I can carry a ferrocerium rod in my pocket. And I carry my knife in my pocket. And I also carry my water bottle just about everywhere I go. So that's not a big thing. I carry my 5Cs in a very small, compact fashion and be able to get away with, you know, not having to carry a man purse or a backpack. If I carry a backpack, it's going to be very gray manish. It's going to look like a school backpack, that type of thing. I have a medium transport bag. Those are more of what you're starting to see people carry now. But a medium transport bag still says to me tactical. And I'm not trying to bring any kind of attention to myself. I dress gray man. My size alone is, people remember me because of my size. So I try to blend in as much as possible, whether it be, you know, normal everyday clothes, a jacket of some sort, you know, my hat that I wear on my head for protection. I try to stay a low profile, low key. That's a big thing. So if I were to carry a medium transport bag everywhere I go, then people remember. So I try not to remember. I try not to be remembered. Now I carry both my bags with me at all times. I carry my Alice pack, which has my extensive survival, bug out gear, bushcrafting gear, however you want to call it. It has, you know, the 10 C's of survivability of what Dave Canterbury talks about, and it also has my rules of 3. I always carry food with me everywhere I go. Always have food, protein powders, all kinds of things to keep me going, that if I need to, I can make it 2 or 3 days without food, and I can procure it out here. I carry my firearm with me, which if I need to, I can hunt pretty well. It may take a while, as most deer hunters know. Rabbit hunters, especially in the snow, they're going to be in their dens and not out and running around unless they're looking for food. I carry, you know, a sleeping bag with me, a 0-degree sleeping bag with me all the time. All the time. The reason why I do that is because regardless, I can always get warm, and then I have emergency space blanket to make it even warmer. Then I also have my fire kits to be able to build fire, and if I need to do a super shelter, then I can with a long fire. So that's my discussion on this today. We're going to go over my packs later on this week. I'm trying to do 1 video a week for you guys, so I can actually, because this is the stuff I love to do. Love to fish, love to hunt, love to bushcraft, love to get out and camp. I love it all, and I would just want to share all this stuff with you. And this is my passion. So if you guys can, follow me, and hit the like button if you like what you see. I definitely like the feedback, so leave comments below and let me know what you guys think. I appreciate what you guys do. I appreciate your views. I look forward to seeing, you know, more and more views on my channel. I love this stuff. Like, you know, being able to tell you more and more about what I do. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you again, and you guys have a wonderful and awesome day.